Well, I'm excited to be out here on about 12 acres of land that our church has been looking at now for a couple of years. Our Building and Future Meeting Space Committee has been working with several gentlemen locally who have made this property available to us for sale, and we are excited to be able to move forward with that. We're calling our campaign Forward by Faith, and we're talk about Forward by Faith because it's an opportunity for us to trust God and to take this next step as our congregation has grown from really about 60 members that began the church to 215 now that have joined as of last Sunday. We are incredibly excited to be able to take this step, to be able to further reach the community that we believe God's called us to. Several neighborhoods sit right around this piece of property, and it's at a strategic location that all of our officers voted unanimously to pursue this, and our congregation approved it as well because of the great site that's been provided for us here. Well, Forward by Faith is going to be an effort that involves everyone from our congregation, so we wanted to take a minute and let you hear from several folks in our congregation about how they plan to be involved with Forward by Faith and how excited they are for this effort as well.
For me, the first time I attended Cross Creek Church, I felt at home immediately. We had been a part of a church plant in Florida, where we met in a school building. We hauled all our stuff in a trailer every Sunday morning, had to set up, take it down, and as Yogi Berra would say, it felt like deja vu all over again. So it just felt completely at home.
We visited on a Sunday where they were welcoming new members with a potluck, and we said, we're just going to slip in and slip out, and that was not allowed. We stayed.
So I was wondering if they did that every Sunday.
We've been privileged and blessed before to be part of this process. For example, where we've seen a congregation go from literally just 30 or 40 people on Sunday getting together in the school to growing to the size of a congregation that got where they could purchase land, and then eventually we were able to build our first building, and went from 30 people on Sunday morning to 400 or so.
And 2 services.
And having to go to 2 services shortly after we moved into the building because it wouldn't hold everybody. So it's just really exciting to see God working that way and to be part of that process.
And aside from the spiritual part of it, obviously, I enjoy the physical part of it. Just walking the property and trying to envision, where the building's going to sit and how it'll be designed. And I've never worked in it, but had an interior design degree, and so it was fun to meet. In the previous church, I got to take part in choosing carpet colors and paint colors.
As our children grow up, it will be fantastic to have a place for them. A place within this community where they can come together. Because we've got kids from several different school systems from kind of all over the area, families from kind of all over the area come together in one place. And just enjoying as they grow and as we grow as the body of Christ, enjoying that central place for our community to be, and not just on Sundays. I think that's a very powerful message. It's not just on Sundays. We can be together as a church community, throughout the week. It really gives us a heart. It would give this church a heart to both to reach out to the community, but also to reinforce our own community as our church.
Just our memories growing up of playing in church and just having that place where we felt at home, our home away from home. And now as we move forward, thinking about the sacrifice it will take for the whole church body as we buy this property and build on it, it really makes me so grateful for the people who have gone before us who did sacrifice and provide for a place for us to worship while we were growing up and with our families. And And I think as a generation, we're so used to having things given to us, and to be honest with you, I never thought about this aspect until now, but it makes me very grateful for what we have been given, but at the same time, it makes me realize that we're now called to step up and sacrifice and move forward as a church and as our family in the church to help provide this for our children and the future generations.